I got the reputation for hiding creative caches when I discovered similar creative caches as I was caching around the country. It says, first stand here and then push here. And so then it started my brain working about how can I create more interesting experiences by creating more interesting hides. Did you hear something? And I can hear that something is coming from down in this area. My name is Peter Gaylord and my geocaching name is Dayspring. I do everything from home repairs here to building most of my geocaches here. I just call it my workshop, my geocaching workshop. If you want to get involved more actively with interactive caches and more interesting caches, you have to start thinking literally outside of the ammo can. Think about choosing a good location that helps to bring something of value to the geocacher, a reason for coming there, or that uses the environment where the geocache is placed in an interesting or unique way.
This looks interesting. Let's see what we have here. Oh, yikes. Hi, I'm Trez Moore, and my geocaching name is Trez with an asterisk. Well, I think having a unique cache container just helps you differentiate yourself between the other millions of caches that are out there.
So what happens is I'm at my local hardware store, or sometimes shopping with my kids at a toy store, and I might see a particular toy or something in the hardware store that will trigger an idea for what I might have for a geocache. That's actually how I found and built my first tubular cache. Totally Tubular 3, when someone comes up to discover that, it's a classic black totally tubular with 2 bolts sticking up out of the top. And there's a poem on the geocaching.com website. It says that your GPS will go blank in order to find the cache. And the answer to that is that they're going to have to remove the battery. It runs a motor. The motor lowers a small micro cache down a tube and out the bottom.
There are so many caches that are average, or it's what you're expecting to find. When you find one that's in a unique container, it sets you back a little bit and go like, wow, that was cool, or that was neat, or that was thoughtful or creative. Those are the words that come to mind.
Somebody wrote in a log today that they went out there with their son, and that when she was putting her 13-year-old son to bed that night, and she said, what was your favorite part of the day? And he said, finding my geocache was the best part of his day. And that really just made my day, and it's what keeps driving me.
It just makes that caching experience that much more enjoyable.